It's going, man. I'm excited for some football games tonight. Excited for a bunch of stuff actually coming up. Before we start, Todd, I kind of want to go on a segment real quick, just separate from everything. Let's do it before the NFL segment. I want to talk about something before the NFL segment. So yeah, let's talk about everything else first. A whole How about Tulane? And last but not least, yeah, yeah. I don't think Clemson should even be in the top 25. I'm gonna be real with you. Um, I, it's a lot to take in, man. It's still, I think everybody's still surprised by it. Um, I gotta give credit to the Russian offense of Duke. Leonard, who only had 8 carries, by the way, but 98 yards and a touchdown. I think that was pretty impressive. But when you throw the ball 43 times and you're Clemson and you only have 209 yards, probably not the way you should play your game. Has to be because, but man, I don't know if you go look at the stats on this game, they favor Clemson in every way possible. Total yards 422 to 374. Okay, Clemson's way. Passing yards 209 to 175. Clemson. Rushing yards 213 to 199. Clemson. Yards per play goes to Duke with 5.8. But look at the first downs 29 first downs for Clemson, 17 for Duke. Okay, then go look at penalties. Let's go down to penalties. I don't want to talk about third down efficiency and all that. Penalties 7 for Duke for 45 yards. Clemson only had one penalty for 1 yard. Time of possession, Clemson in charge of, and they somehow still lose. They turned the ball over at the wrong time. Let's put it that way. That to me, that's what was the ultimate outcome of it. I don't know any other way around it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, it's where was Clemson ranked coming in? Was it number 9? I think it was too. So I mean, to go out there and lose, and I'm not taking nothing away from Duke, but Duke had a 28 game losing streak going into this game and versus top 10 opponents. That's a lot, man. That's since 1989. Um, a big win for Duke. Congratulations to them. That's all you can say. Do I think it was a fluke? No, I don't think it was a fluke. I think the better team won. Um, do I think if they played now, Duke would win? No, I don't. They will. Yeah, I think so. They're not a playoff team. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I would agree, and that's not taking nothing away from their win. That's amazing, but it's week one. There's always upsets that happen in week one, especially in college. A lot of people ain't ready for that type of speed. They're just not ready all the way. If they would have played Duke in week three, I think it would have been the opposite side. You know, you think so? Well, the game was amazing. First off, their defense needs work. But facing TCU, who's a fairly good team. Now, granted, TCU did not have a lot of starters either from last year. Colorado, of course, we know didn't. You can't say nothing about the offense of Colorado. They did fantastic. Sanders, the quarterback, which is the son of Dion, of course, everybody knows that. 38 for 47, 510 pass yards. That's pretty amazing. Um, No, they did fantastic. Now I do got my thoughts if I think they'll make playoffs. That's still to be determined because they got some really tough games coming up. Um, I know that yeah, and then they got Colorado State, but then they got Oregon and USC, Oregon State later in the season, and Utah later in the season. So I mean, yeah, Todd, you could be onto something. I mean, could they be a playoff team? Yeah, they could. I mean, I was kind of skeptical even when they won because once again, it's still week one. Um, but we seen their offense clicking, man. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, yeah. Bring them into a big school. Yeah, and they were playing at TCU as well. So I mean, the interception, I can't remember who it was. The interception by whoever it was that made it in the end zone, that flipped that game upside down. Um, because of course that was completed pass, so we would be talking about TCU winning, and we wouldn't be talking about this game really. But once again, the stats they favor Colorado. That's why I said the Clemson thing was such a big deal because everything favored Clemson, but on this one, everything favored Colorado. So yeah, I mean, I think they'll beat Wisconsin or Nebraska. I'm sorry, I think they'll beat Nebraska. They're going to demolish Colorado State. I'm anxious to see how they do against Oregon. I think on September 23rd, that's going to be the really big test for them as well. So we'll see. Nebraska could be a good game though. Yeah, we're going to be calling it a Pac-7 if we keep going. Yeah, yeah, UNC. A lot of people thought that game was going to be a lot closer than what it was, and it still was fairly close, 31-17. Um, that's a cool win for North Carolina, there, man. I really hope North Carolina turns. I like North Carolina. I've always have. I would like to really see them kind of turn around everything. Their run defense is amazing, though, in North Carolina, like they are. Especially, they was playing South Carolina and Rattler as well, who's everybody knows could be possibly a Heisman candidate. Um, but no, man, North Carolina did really good. I don't think, I don't think it's a surprise they won. But at the same time, I think that when you look at the stats, when you really look at their stats, it's amazing. They had -2 rush yards in South Carolina on that game. So their rush defense is really good. Um, or run defense, should I say. Um, but once again, the stats, they favor North Carolina for the most part. But the interception wise, of course, does not favor North Carolina. But other than that, no, it was a good game. Anxious to see who they play next. App State, yeah. So really, they don't really. It will. I'm sitting here looking. They don't really play. Their biggest games come towards the end of the season. They actually play Duke in November, and then they play Clemson in November. So they actually don't play any top 25 teams right now. Um, we'll see if that changes. But yeah, big win. I think they're 2-0 now. Yeah, because they played Florida A&M, which they demolished. I don't think they should be top 10. Going to be honest, I watched the full game. I'm a Tennessee fan. Don't think they should be top 10. I know they won 49-13. Once again, week one, okay, there was a lot of rust. Okay, I will say that a lot of rust, especially early in that half. The score I think was 21-3 at halftime. Now, a lot of that did not come till late in the first half. A lot of them scores, but Milton to me is going to. He hasn't shown his accuracy. He overthrew a lot of people. Now, granted, he did hit he's got a nice deep ball though. But he did throw a deep ball to a wide open receiver who dropped it somehow. No idea how he dropped it. But other than that, I mean, they played typical Tennessee ball football. I mean, the rush yards was good. They moved super fast, which I love. I love watching teams that move super quick. Um, but I mean, it's a good win against a Virginia who that game was really special to Virginia. And it was pretty cool at the beginning of the game. I forgot his name off the top of my head. Number 7, he got shot a few months back in a shooting that killed even a lot of some of the players. So he was there and he actually played and he made some pretty big plays. So that was cool to see. But we'll see what Tennessee does. I don't think they can play nobody good this week. Well, nobody real good. Um, they play Austin Prey or Prey, however you say it, and that's going to be you know. But then we got Florida September 16th. So we'll see how they go. The tougher games for them, once again, come towards later in the end of the season. They play Georgia in November. So, but yeah, I mean, number 9, okay, that's fine, I guess. I think they should have been like number 11 or number 10, but whatever. Yeah, 23-3. That was actually a really good game there for a while. Um, no, they don't. 100% don't. Yeah, because total yards wise, Indiana only had 153 yards. That's it. I mean, only 82 pass yards, 71 rush yards. That's it. And they still keep Ohio State within three. I mean, congratulations to the defense of Indiana, but when you're facing Ohio State, I'm sorry that game to me should be like 40 something to 30 or something like that. It just wasn't impressive. You're right, it wasn't impressive. And I mean, yeah, they don't have another good game until September 23rd against Notre Dame. And right now, I think Notre Dame would win. Right now, I mean, they do play Penn State in October, so good luck with that one. And they got Michigan State later on too. Yeah. Well, you going to talk about the um, Florida State game? I agree. I agree too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joe. I really am sorry. I just can't get on the Florida State bandwagon. It may change, okay? But man, they don't play nobody. Like, who do they really play? I mean, I'm sitting here looking at their schedule right now. Woo! Florida ain't even right. Clemson, Clemson's 25. Duke, maybe. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, there ain't nobody, man. I'm sorry. I just not will they make playoffs? Yes, they'll make playoffs because they're weak schedule, but once they get there, they're done. So, I mean, they're gonna have to win by quite a bit. I mean, congratulations, you did beat LSU. LSU's a solid team, but they're not the LSU of old. Let's just say what it is. Anyway, let's skip Florida State because I don't even want to talk about that. It's football time, Todd. Real football. It is game day. NFL game day. Wait, wait. I didn't get my segment in. I didn't get my segment in. Okay, all right. Go ahead. I got some news about that as well too. Go. So the Chiefs went ahead and evaluated or elevated tight end Matt Bushman ahead of tonight's game. So I don't think he's going to play personally. Travis Kelsey, that is. Yeah, I think I'm not the Chiefs and I'm not Travis Kelsey, but my personal opinion on this, I think you said him because you got to look at the longevity of the season anyway. It's already a long season. I'd rather say him and still have a chance to win this game because you got Patrick Mahomes and all these other people than to possibly him hurting his knee more and being out for the season. That's my opinion. I wouldn't risk any star with that. That would go for my team. I don't care who it is. That would go with any team that I think. I just don't think you could take that big of a risk. Now, if he says he's 100%, which he probably is going to say that anyway, I think that somebody's got to step in and be like, "No, you're not." But they'll work him out and see. I mean, we'll wait and see. Yeah, yeah. It was a lot. It was a really high one. No, I don't think. I think the Lions' defense is a lot better this year than what we've seen in the past. And I'm going to get prediction things here in a minute, but um, I think the Lions. It's going to be a very close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout like we're used to seeing. It could. It very well could. Okay. So I just want to get Super Bowl picks. That's all I want before we start going down through the list or whatever. Who is your Super Bowl picks to win the Super Bowl? And we can even do this last if you wanted to, Todd. It's whatever you want. Okay. All right. No, I expect you to pick your team. Really? Mm-hmm. Carolina Panthers. That'd be wild. All right. So, um, that'd be wild, wouldn't it? I'm not gonna. I want to say the Eagles, but I really don't want to pick my team this year because I did that last year and I hurt myself. I hurt myself in the Super Bowl when they lost. Um, AFC wise, I about went with Bills because I think the Bills are going to good enough to go. Um, but I'll go away from it just because you picked them. I'm going to go with the Bengals, and man, I really don't know in the NFC. That's the thing. Let's go with the. You know what, dude? I got to. I'm gonna go with the Eagles again. Can't go with anybody else. I about said Lions. Honestly, I did. Okay. Okay. Titans and Saints. Dude, I'm gonna go with the Saints. That's a tough one, though. That is a tough one. Yeah, I think Carr is gonna make a difference. I do. That's a very tough game, though, because it really could go Titans. Honestly. Yeah. Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. I'm not sold on Mayfield. Exactly. Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's just tough to beat Justin Jefferson and Madison now is running back. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. Washington, Arizona's going to tank this year. They're starting Josh Dobbs as quarterback. That's exactly what they're doing. Mm, I wouldn't blame him. Wouldn't blame him at all. Well, yeah, he did a lot to himself too. Yeah. What else we got? Pittsburgh. And we talked about this on the phone earlier. I think that is my upset of the week. I think Pittsburgh will beat them, and here's the reason why. I don't think Brock. I know the defense for San Francisco is good. It's really good. Fred Warner's a beast, and Nick Bosa. But I think that Brock Purdy is not who everybody thinks he is. There was a reason why he was drafted that far, and I know everybody's like, "Well, Tom Brady was too." Don't care. He's not Tom Brady. Not yet, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I think he play. I don't like the way he plays. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't. Um, and I hate and like I'll be honest. I can't stand the Steelers. Like I do not like the Steelers, but I think the Steelers win, especially in Pittsburgh. That's a good one. That's a really good. That's gonna be good. Is Joe Burrow playing? Is he back? I think so. Right. I'm gonna go with the Bengals for that reason, but I think that game's gonna be really good. I think the Browns are actually gonna be good because Deshaun Watson's on a he has to prove himself this year. And I don't like what Deshaun Watson did. I don't think he should be in the NFL whatsoever. But he is a good quarterback when he plays the way he is or used to. So let his play do the talking. But I think Cincinnati is good enough to win easily. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I think it'll be good. Who do you got? Who do you got in that one? Who you got in the Bengals or Browns? Okay. Carolina and Atlanta. Carolina. I don't know. I know you picked Carolina to go to Super Bowl. I'm going to go with the Falcons. No, I'm going to go with Panthers. I'm going to go with Panthers. I'm going to go with Panthers. That's going to be a close game. I'm going to go with Falcons just because they're at home. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go with Falcons just because they're at home. And I like Desmond Ritter. I do. Yeah, I like him. I think he's a good person. So, anyway, Chicago. Just because I haven't seen enough of Jordan Love, and I don't think that Packers lost too many weapons. One of the best quarterbacks in football. Yeah. Didn't Randall Cobb go away too? Yeah. Of course, the New York Packers. I hate the Bears. Yeah, I do too. Justin Fields is going to be good. Justin Fields is a good quarterback, so I think that will be the outcome. Even though everybody says Love is doing really good in the training camps and all that, but I still think Chicago wins. Eagles, 45-0. 45 nothing. Jalen Hurts passes for 5 touchdowns. They gonna feed them more. No, I do think the Eagles win though. Um, yeah, man, I'm gonna say Raiders. I'm not so. Russell Wilson's too worried about his brand. Did you see what Sean Payton said? He said he needs to quit worrying about kissing babies on football. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders on it. Just because Devontae Adams, and I think Jimmy G is actually gonna be good. You ever notice Jimmy G can't get away from Tom Brady? By the way, ain't Tom Brady like something? Ain't he like half or stake owner in the Raiders now? Anyway, Dolphins and Chargers. You said That's a good one, man. I'm gonna go with Chargers. That's gonna be a really good game. This could be a big year for the Chargers. Mm. Yeah, that could be big. Yeah. Yeah, he sneezes, he's out for the year. Yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers. I think Justin Herbert's a really, to me, he's a top five quarterback, and I know that's saying a lot. Giants, Giants by Giants by 87. Yep, Giants wins by 87 points. Dak throws 75 interceptions. Sorry, I'm the worst Cowboy hater you ever. I can't stand them. Forget the Cowboys. They're gonna go 0-37 this year. um, Man, Texans are rebuilding, but they're starting to look good. I think the Ravens win just because they're playing there. But I think you give the Texans 2 more years, they're going to be good again. I do see that. I think CJ Stroud's actually a legit quarterback. He didn't do good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the Ravens win, but I think Ravens do win. But I am looking forward to see what the Texans do. Yeah, Seahawks are winning that one. Yeah, I think Seahawks win. Is Geno's their quarterback, right? Yeah, I like Geno, but I think Seahawks win. I think they did good last year there for a long time, so we'll see. And especially playing in Seattle, I think Seattle wins. Good one. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Jaguars, but I think it's gonna be a really good game. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna be the ultimate outcome. I don't think Anthony Richardson is quite there yet. I think with Doug Peterson as the coach of Jacksonville, I think Colts will get outcoached. Is what I think. That's what I think. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game though. Yeah, I see that hurts a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of good games this weekend. Yeah, they do. Probably the best game of the week, honestly, or close to. I don't know, maybe, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely top three. I think Bills win. Honestly, it's a September 11th game, so there's gonna be a lot of emotion there, especially in New York. And that could really lean towards Jets' favor, I think. But I think Buffalo still wins because Buffalo's New York too, so people need to not forget that. But I think Buffalo wins. I think that this is a make or break year. I think a lot for Buffalo fans because they're always so good, but they can never get over the hump. I think Josh Allen's a great quarterback. I do. And of course Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is great. There ain't no denying it. But I think Bills win. So I've read a lot into this. Apparently, ESPN never gets this right. Usually, the team that they predict to finish last always wins. That's what a lot of people said. I don't know. That's what a lot of people say. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I don't know. Like I said, we're new to Yahoo, so right. If you go 1-13 and haven't seen football, I pull that so hard. Oh gosh. What's your team name? Oh yeah, the Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid. Oh gosh. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, because I'm gonna win mine by like 40. Nah, I'm looking forward to the games this week, though. Oh gosh. Oh man. Nah, man, I'm good. That was a good episode. Um, we got a we got a big we got a big high school football game. I mean, a big one down here tonight. It's number one teams in Tennessee. It's Greenville High School versus Akoa. Akoa is a Division III 1A team, and they won like multiple championships. Greenville is the title town of Tennessee, as they call it. So they're both undefeated right now. Big game tonight. Like it's going to be broadcast on the TV and everything. It's a big game. So pretty cool to see how that works out. I'm kind of pulling for Greenville just because I live here now. So, um, but nah, man, that's pretty cool. I love high school football. My high school won last week, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I love high school football. Where the next stars come from, man. I mean, that's where your next Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts, they all got to come from there sometime, somehow, you know. But yeah, yes, sir, sir.